I think you just answered this question. Do you know anyone who claims to have seen a ghost? So, can you tell me? So, yes, good evening. How are you doing?
Yes, I have fever, so feeling down because of that. So how are you?
Okay. So, like, is it getting worse or is it like there or getting better?
It's
Like,
not getting better. It's like
it's
staying the
like
same.
same only. Okay, okay. All right. So, do take rest after the session. And yeah, how's college going? Like, your exams and everything are over or are they coming
Mhm.
up?
The second internal status presentation seminar is going on, and the
Okay.
semester exams will start in November.
In November
Yeah.
only. Okay. So, do you
Yes,
have like proper break before that? Like study leave and all?
like 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days only.
Okay, okay. All right. And after your semester exams, like your first year would be over. No, first semester.
No, no. The first semester would be over,
Okay.
and there is only 1 day break between first semester and second semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is the case with many of the colleges this time.
Yes, I think only DU has like the
Even
20
in
days.
DU, it was not like always there. But yeah, like initially and all, I don't even remember having a sem break and all. But it's only afterwards, like,
Yeah,
yeah, when we started having these mid sem break,
offline
break and
classes.
all. Yeah, yeah. Like my friend
Yes.
is studying in Christ NCR. So in Delhi itself, like
Okay.
MSc psychology, counseling. She was also telling me that she is in November and 1 day break and then next semester starts.
Mm,
So yeah,
okay.
it just reminds me, yeah, same everywhere somehow. For masters especially, I think. So yes, okay. So all said, all like how good are you with your studies, like in your masters, if you have to talk about it? How far are you prepared?
Like I haven't prepared. Like I haven't started the proper preparation for semester exam.
Okay.
So I need to start it. Written assignments, presentations. So
Okay. All right. All right. Anyway, all the best for your exams.
thank you.
Okay. So, did you get a chance to go through the session notes?
Yes, it was paranormal activity.
Yes. Paranormal activity. Should we begin?
Yes.
So, what do you understand by the topic? What are paranormal activities?
I think these are events or happenings which is beyond the understanding of normal scientific knowledge that people have.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we can't explain it with the normal understandings that we have now.
That's very true. So, can you try to differentiate between paranormal and abnormal?
Mm, I I don't know. Abnormal
Are
maybe
they
it may, yes they are different.
okay?
Uh,
How?
Abnormal can be a way of behaving of a particular person which differs from their old
Hmm.
childhood. Yeah, but
So
they
basically, um,
usually.
hmm. So when something is normal, usual, right, and as soon as something is like not like very very usual or it's a little different, then we call it like abnormal. Okay,
Abnormal.
but
Okay.
paranormal is something that is not like scientifically explainable. Like it cannot be explained with
Okay.
science. For example, if there is a shadow, science will say that there is an object blocking light and that is why the shadow is there. But if there is no object, then basically it's not being able to be explained with science. So then,
Yeah.
right, so then
Abnormal.
what is that? Yeah, so then that becomes paranormal. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
So now everything related to these spirits and ghosts and all of that. That is like normal activities. So, Kendall, talking about movies and all, are you interested in like the genre of horror and all that?
No, not at all.
Why so?
How I I get scared easily, so
Hmm.
I don't watch. I don't usually I don't watch horror movies. I don't prefer horror movies. In hostel also, when my friends say we can watch a horror movie in a time, like we can watch. I will not come. I will just sleep. And I have only seen a less number of horror movies. Like I can count it in my fingers.
I
Like
mean,
there was.
you have at least watched so many. I can say I have watched none, and up till very very recently. And my friends made me sit, like when I was in Delhi in the PG again. They made me sit, and they're like, how can you not watch any, like, even a single horror movie? You have to watch. And they made me sit with, I think it was
Yeah.
Conjuring first part. And yeah, they, like, I was in the middle, and then two friends were like on both my sides. And then so for them it became like a comedy movie, because they are used to watching all that. So it was not like, and I was literally shouting at every small
Okay.
thing that is there, and they were literally laughing at my reaction to all of that. But then by the end they decided that they won't show me any more horror movies, because like one person's ears were like paining because I was shouting so much. And the other person,
Okay.
there is this one very very scary scene for me. I wouldn't say it's scary for everyone, but when I saw that scene, I bit my friend's hand. She was like, okay, it's disastrous to show you horror movies. So that is the only one horror movie that I watched. Apart from that, yes, those comedy horror movies, that type, like, In Ghost House
Mm,
and, Adika Pyare Good.
yeah.
Such movies I've watched. That is like,
Yes.
just 1 or 2% of horror and the rest is comedy. Then
Yes.
that I have watched. But yeah, apart from that, those proper horror movies, this is the only one that I watched. And I think because of the reaction and everything, it wasn't as scary. But I would have been like dead scared if I was watching it alone or at night and all
Mm.
that. So yes, that is definitely there. So anyway, do you believe in ghosts?
Mm, actually, I don't want to believe and I don't know. So,
Okay.
but when I listen to the stories that some people say, then it's like, oh, is there a chance that there may have been ghosts or not? Like, only that. I'm like ignorant about it. Like,
Okay.
when people say agnostic about
Hmm.
God and religious, so I'm such a kind of a person. Like, I'm ignorant. I don't care about
Yeah.
about ghosts. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So have you ever like personally seen or experienced a ghost or paranormal activity or anything?
I have listened to a story that happened recently, and that also in my room. Like
Okay.
my roommate is in the evening shift, so she was alone
How
inside
did
my
you
room.
get your roommate is?
Uh, Evening shift. There are two shifts in my college, like morning and evening shift.
So she
So
had.
she is okay. She has evening shift,
Yeah.
and she was alone in my room, and all of us are morning shift. So actually, she didn't sleep properly that night. And after having breakfast, she came to my room and then slept like it's not a normal time for a person to sleep, like 9 o'clock in the morning. And then she suddenly heard some voices from the
From.
next bed,
Okay.
and she got
You were not there.
freaked. I was not there, and she got freaked, and she told me like I could hear it. It's very evident. I was not like she's saying it was very real, but I don't know.
So have you ever personally felt something like that in your own room?
No,
And
it's
is
not.
she someone who watches a lot of horror movies?
Yeah, she likes horror movies.
Then I think that's just a result of that. She's just having
Yeah.
hallucinations maybe.
And also
Anyway,
she had a very hectic day the day before this particular incident happened. happened, and she
Yeah.
didn't have proper sleep. So it can be another reason, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right, right. Or maybe she, saw something like that in a dream, and when she woke up, no one was there. It could also be that. Yes, that is something we also have sometimes, right? Like we imagine like the same bed, and then someone walking here and there, and then when we wake up, there's no one. So I think that
Yes.
again, I feel like since we've not watched many horror movies like you and I, we wouldn't
Yeah.
exactly relate it to something like, you know, scary in
Yes.
that sense. We'll just consider it as normal, right?
Yeah.
So, um, anyway, I think you just answered this question. Do you know anyone who claims to have seen a ghost? So, can you tell me a ghost story that you know of or you've heard from someone? Hello?
Mm.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing is coming to my mind.
No, you told me that
Just
your college and all tell you some stories and all, right? So, any of that you can recall or something that you heard during your school days or anything?
like the usual stories that an ex-student she's committed suicide from this building after school. Like only
Okay.
these usual stories. I think every
Yeah.
school has this story. And also I have heard that Agra Sin Ki Bawali in Delhi. The I think the water well or lake something.
I mean, what
Uh,
I know about that, it's like what I've seen in the reels that, like, firstly, they say that, they close that, you know, by some time and then nobody's allowed entry there. But I think that is the case with most of these institutions, like, none
yes.
of these physical places allow you to go at night and all. So that is there, but again, they just say that that no one's allowed there
Mm,
because they hear some voices or
yes.
walking around or something like that. So yeah, that is there. Even I've heard that. So again, there are a lot of videos that you see on internet of ghosts and all
Mm,
footage of some shadow appearing and all that. So do you believe those? Do you think that those are true?
I think I believe that we can explain it with some uh, like maybe the position of shadow in physics. We can maybe take some theories from physics and explain all these incidents.
Okay.
I'm a person who believes that.
Okay.
So I
And
don't really believe these
okay,
stories.
I personally feel like somewhere like they're all edited stuff. Well, maybe
Yes.
it's just an element that they added to like get that kind of like views or attention or something. So
Yes.
that could
And
be,
also
yeah,
they purposefully take videos of like normal human being. They are dressed up like a ghost, and then they try to scare the people who are walking on the streets. I have seen some videos on internet.
yeah.
They purposefully trying to scare the people, and they are uploading those videos, the reaction of those people. So
Hmm.
those kind of videos are scary for me. I know they are real person,
Yeah.
but still, these
That's
kind of videos are
true.
more scary for me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like when you say with certainty that ghosts don't
Hello.
exist, am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Now you're audible.
I was asking you, can you say with certainty that ghosts don't exist?
No, I will not say that answer. I
Okay.
will wait for that uh, scientific or any other believable explanation to come
On
and
experience.
wait. Yes, I will wait till that day.
Okay. All right. So, what are these ghosts? What do you think they are, if at all they do exist?
Okay. People say they are the souls of the dead persons who lived on Earth. These are the common
Hmm.
assumptions. Yeah.
Right. So, technically, if you see that way, then it is kind of possible that
We
because
don't know about
the
afterlife.
difference between a living person and a dead person, that's spirit, right? it is true that like something like that does exist, but then after like the person is dead, like where does it exactly go? So when you think in that kind of an aspect, then yes, it kind of explains. But again, so okay, moving on. Which is the scariest movie you have seen?
Esra. I
Okay.
have only watched limited number of horror movies, so from that I can say Esra. I don't know. I watched it alone in my home.
Okay.
I don't know from where I got that guts to watch that movie
Oh my
alone.
god.
Yeah, I was changing the channel in on my TV, and suddenly this movie came. So I
Let's watch it. How
watched.
long back was this?
I think I was in seven or
Okay.
yeah, seven or
And
eight.
you're in your school time. Okay.
Yes.
Have you watched Nun?
No,
Yeah, because that is also one of the scariest movies like that
I
I've
haven't
heard.
watched any of the Hollywood horror movies. Only Malayalam horror movies.
This one, Ezra is Malayalam.
Yes, that's right, Malayalam.
Okay.
Prithviraj. And there is a
Prithviraj.
song Laila Gami. It is
Ah,
from
okay.
Esra.
Yeah. Okay.